Welcome, hunters, to the next installment of your Bloodborne Platinum All Achievements Easy to Follow guide. We're in this section, we're going to go back to HYPOGEAN jail, and we're going to complete that area, including the boss at the end, the DARKBEAST PAARL. So, we're going to head to the HYPOGEAN jail. Nothing we haven't done before to start with. We're going to defeat the two grabbers, and then we're going to continue where I pointed out the witch ambush is. We're going to deal with that. Here, boy. Come, boy. While I go. So, at the end of the last video, we equipped runes, which is why our max blood vials are now 21. And don't need the hunter's mark. Actually, I don't need antidotes at the moment. So, we'll put on some pebbles just in case. Right, so walk, don't run. We're going to go to the right side of this pillar, and you've now met what these witches are. However, these don't have the extra warts, so they're much more squishy than the Witch of HENRYK that we already defeated. Right, defeat that. Outside we go. And down these steps is a... there he is a boar! So, back to Bloodborne Staple 101, pig fisting. To the point where my wife and a friend of mine, conveniently, the first 3 times they ever saw me playing Bloodborne, that is what they witnessed. Elbow deep in boar. Right, we take out boar. We now come down these stairs. And you can get backstabs on these doggos. There's 2 of them in total. Be very quiet. Grab the madman's knowledges. Get the black set. The Yhar'gul black set from the cart. And then up these steps to the right. No, to the left is a Cold Blood 8. Oh, right steps for Cold Blood 8, that's why. Okay, now back up we go. Head up these left steps. Left steps. To the left for a Cold Blood 8. Head down, and now to this right for a Scurrying Beast. Swing and miss. And that's going to drop 3 twin shards. and continue up this path, and we're going to open. This is the first shortcut back to the lantern. There you go. Back down and on, and we're going to the next ball. Wobble, 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 wobble. So over to here, and you can see there's our next ball. You don't want to get hit by that. Oh. There we go. As long as we're never in front of it, you're going to be okay. Head down where the ball was, and you're going to get 5 bolt paper. We've used fire paper already for beast enemies. Bolt paper is for kin enemies. So these are the eldritch beings. Some of them definitely look more alien than eldritch, but eldritch beings nonetheless. They are weak to electric, so we'll be using that later on. Right, one hand, and you're going to go on, and there are 6 doggos in total. So we want to try and lure as many one-on-ones as possible. So there's 1. 2, 3. Oh, hello, number 4. I did not hear you until it was too late. 4. Those 2 dogs up there don't count. There's 6 in total before you get to there. And there's numbers 5 and 6. Okay, now, so here there's 2 doggos and a grabber. So, priority 1 is we're going to get a backstab on the grabber and get the visceral. We might be able to take out the doggos at the same time if we're lucky. Nope. And you're going to have to back up. As we can't be dealing with doggos as well as a fully aggroed grabber. And apparently I went back enough that this grabber's just given up. Fantastic. Poke. And then what we came here for is the next weapon. Hunter weapon 10 of 26, the TONITRUS. It's one of those weapons, it's a really cool idea. It's a Tesla coil on a baton. Really cool idea. The fact that you can use bullets to proc lightning damage, kind of similar to the electric coil stick from Lies of P, although this game came first, obviously. However, the TONITRUS breaks super easy. The moveset isn't great. It misses on quite a lot of attacks. So it's one of those good ideas, but the actual execution, not so good. Okay, now we've got the TONITRUS. When we come back here later, you no longer need to come to this area. The only reason you come here is for the TONITRUS. So that's good, as there's a lot more difficult enemies when we come here later on. So come back to the boar steps, but turn right. And then we're going to go past, this is where we first came out, we're going to go past that. And there's another grabber and 2 doggos. So we want to try and lure the doggos away from the grabber. Yeah, don't just bark. We're supposed to be luring the dogs away from the grabber, not the grabber away from the dogs. There you go. That's going to make you mad, surely. Yeah. How'd you like them apples? Where's the next doggo? Okay, seriously? Yeah. This is a new experience. Okay, fine. We'll lure the grabber away from the dog. So I'm just letting the grabber come to this area so it's more open so I can get the backstab after the initial hit. Come on, buddy. Okay, that's enough. One of these. And we go around. Right, now where's this doggo gone? I can hear you. Oh, there you are. And it's gone. That's weird. Right. Onwards, down these steps. Grab the Cold Blood 7. Back round here. Grab Twin Blood Shards. Now, careful with this door. As soon as you open, you're going to get ambushed by 2 witches. There we go, and they're going to go straight for a grab. Okay, now we've done that inside. Now, in that next room, you can just see there's one grabber. There's actually 2 grabbers in that room. So, not ideal. We're just going to be mindful of the grabbers. Grab these 6 vials. Yeah, there you go. As I say, at least one of the grabbers is going to aggro, if not both. And if we come out here, it's either going to follow out here or it's going to go back. Or it's going to glitch and just get stuck. That is also not ideal. Hello. Wow. Never had them forget how to use a door. Okay, there you go. It's walking back now. So just let them. So I'm just walking, not running. I'm not going to aggro them. Okay, so this stairwell is actually not far from the original lantern, and we are going to take advantage of that for the boss. So we are going to get a rest, and because we've got quite a few echoes, and this is quite an aggressive boss, PAARL, so we are going to take advantage of a quite easy run back. But all I'm going to do... Cursed beast. Is we're just going to take out all of these. Hi! Oh, hey both. Just the one of you now? Yeah, just the one of you. One-on-one, you're fine. Because we have Drew's helpful how to easily defeat a grabber guy. But as I said, oh, hello. We're just killing for some extra echoes. Right. Now what we're going to do in advance, we're going to put on the full HENRYK set, and we're doing that, we're maximizing our bolt resistance. There we go. HENRYK set. We're going to put on fire paper. We'll put on Molotov. We might get a Hail Mary, you never know. And let's just show you the runback we're going to take. So here, this is the lantern. So I'll show you once when we don't have any enemies here, because it's going to be pretty fast when we come back. So from the lantern, defeat the first grabber, and then going to come down here, down these steps, here. Now from here you're going to immediately go right, you're going to dodge, there's a witch here, you're going to dodge around the witch, and you're just going to come straight down to here, get your stamina back, and then here you've got the two grabbers, we're just going to run past, and we're aiming for this outer wall here. Now you are welcome to fight your way to do it, however you want to have as many vials as possible for the PAARL fight. This is a fight that either goes very, very well or very, very bad. There seems to be no in between. So I'm hoping for guide brevity, mine goes well. Part of it comes down to we are going to summon. Part of it comes down to how well the summon does, and it's just how aggressive PAARL. This is a fight where it's all about aggression. If we're able to keep the aggression, super easy. If PAARL is able to keep the aggression and we're kept too far away, mega difficult. PAARL does a lot of lightning damage, hits like a truck. So let's look forward to that. Alright, hey doll.
Very well, let me.
2 levels into skill, let's get that to 20.
Farewell.
At the shop, acquire 1 fire paper from the shop, they're very expensive. And then everything else you've got, spend it on Molotovs. So this is where the extra echoes that I got from doing the extra 2 rounds of farming that you might not have had to do. So you might only get 3 Molotovs, for example. It doesn't matter, just spend what you've got on Molotovs. They really are a Hail Mary only option for the fight. They don't do a huge amount of damage. It's definitely not the strategy to go with. Cleric Beast was very different. They do a lot of damage to Cleric Beast. But yeah. Okay. Off we go to jail. Last time we come here for a little while. So we can even remove the need to deal with the grabber as well. Okay, so down the steps. Get your stamina back. Okay, run. There you go, there's witch 1, there's witch 2. Get your stamina back. And at the end of here, drop, and you're safe. Summon Defector Antal. If this takes a few attempts, just use your Madman's Knowledge to increase your insight, because you need to spend 1 insight to summon. You are going to gain insight the first time you see DARKBEAST PAARL. So yeah. So Defector Antal has a flame sprayer, so should help us on the fire damage. Make sure you have two-handed on your weapon, and we are using that wonderful L2 slam attack as our attack of choice. This may take you a few attempts. The best advice I can give you is try to stay to the side or behind and just two-handed L2. When it gets to the last third of its health, it's going to go super aggro, as most bosses do. That's when we can use Molotovs to try and help get the finish. Don't be afraid to use one or two to use a few fire paper for this fight as well. And when it does this, AoE time. Oh. Nice triple there. There we go, nice. That's what we want. So, it's going to have to re-put on its electric. So for the moment, it's not really doing as much damage. However, as you can see, back on. Oh. Heal up. You're going to put your electric back on. Yep. Lovely. What you don't want to let it do is that. Is get too many charge ups on its electric. But to be fair, it does that for its fighting phase anyway, so. Oh, get away, get away! Oh, look at the damage. Molotov. Molotov. Oh no, no Molotov. And there we go. Okay, that was super straightforward. That was one of my best PAARL fights I've ever done. That is trophy achievement number 10 of 34, DARKBEAST PAARL, and the Spark Hunter badge. 2 reasons we need to fight. Light the lantern. I mean, you don't actually need to do this. So this is the gate that I told you, if you remember all the way back before we fought the Blood-Starred Beast, where there was the 2 werewolves. This is the gate back to Old Yhar'gul. We grabbed a madman's from here, and I said, we're going to open this gate, but we don't need to. That's that gate. And we return to the Hunter's Dream. Okay, equipment wise, put on Hunter Hat, Hunter Garb. So this one looks better, this one gives you better defense. Go with your pick. But then gloves and legs, you want to put on the Yhar'gul gloves and legs. Hunter hat, hunter coat, Yhar'gul gloves and legs. Spend 2 cold blood 4. 1200 each. And that should be enough to get 2 more levels into skill.
Welcome. What is it? Very well.
Skill to 22.
good
go.
hunter.
So now, back to Tombstone 1. Oh, actually, let me just... housekeeping. First, storage. Take out, so we have max Molotovs again. Hop on Pebble. And I'm just going to repair my weapon. There we go. Gravestone 1. We're going to go back to Cathedral Ward. So this is where we're going to get to the next main path area. So what we've done in the last 2 bosses, these are non-mandatory ones for progression. However, you do need to defeat all the bosses because each one has a trophy associated with it. And for that one, you get the Spark Hunter badge. So you need all the weapons. So at Cathedral Ward, we're going to take the left exit. There are no watchers here anymore. So the watchers are gone because we defeated Vicar Amelia. See, this guy's trapped. We're going to come back up here. And they're going to make it nice and easy for us. Charge R2 followed by... Oh, it didn't quite do enough. Charge R2 followed by an R2. Not quite enough. But yeah. With the Vicar gone, they are not so tough now. Right, we're now going to take this side exit. So remember, there's a crow and a mind flare up here. The mind flare is priority 1, so back on ourselves. Slam. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 wait. Grab these twin shards. Don't worry about that gunner. Come here. We're taking this side path. Grab these shining coins. Head on, and we can talk to Alfred again.
Oh, now let's just tell me what
Hey, don't worry. Well, for lore's sake, you can talk about them, but you don't need to do anything more than just greet him. Grab the Tempering Blood gemstone. Grab some antidote. Oh yeah, that's a point. We are going to need that at some point. And down here, and this is actually what's tied to the cutscene after Vicar Amelia. So this is where we need the password, and they're going to say
The password.
the password. Fear the old blood. We saw it in the vision. But then the door opens and who was talking? Because they've been dead for a long time. Already dead. But yeah, make sure you do interact, because as you saw, we get a madman's knowledge from that first interaction. Head down, and we're now heading to the Forbidden Woods area. Fear the old blood. Already dead for a madman. Down, left, and beastman. Down and left. Keep going round, and where is the beastman? There you are. Oi! That's a new one. Okay then. There we go, okay. Yeah, so I've never had the beastmen actually go that far, to be honest. Normally they're up there. Come on. Okay, so take out the beastman, then this annoying villager is going to throw oil urns. Because the idea is there's a lot of fire in this area, so you get doused by oil urn, and then you take more damage. For the moment, do not grab that item there. These are coins. We're just going to use that as a landmark for a moment. Back up and across for Twin Shard. Back. And again, landmark. We're going to go up. And we keep going up, and eventually you're going to get to an executioner. So parry's at the ready. There he is. That's not parry. The pistol, just the range on the parry is just so much better than the shotgun. If I used the shotgun, there was like a 50-50 chance if it actually hits him from that range. And from here, you've got an Adept's Gemstone and a Madman's. Back down, and actually I think I said the landmark was coins, it's not, it's pebbles. But yeah, just come back down, and eventually there you go, you'll see, and here we can now grab 2 pebbles. Head down, and you can see the lantern. Make sure to light that. Head over to these gravestones, and you can lock onto a crow. And then there's another crow which you should be able to lock onto hiding in the brush. Come around the back, grab some more antidotes. I did light the lantern, didn't I? Yes. Okay, onward. Don't go too far on this bridge. So I'm going to lure this villager down, as at the other side of that bridge is a sniper. So we want to take out this villager first. Then we can deal with the sniper. Now, careful. This pile of sticks here, this is a trap. So you might be able to see the no, it's just a pile of sticks. But yeah, up there you can just about make out those spikes up in the tree. If you step on the trap, that is going to swing down and smash you in the face. So don't do that. Instead, come around here, grab these twin shards, and just carefully make sure you're walking along the side. Just don't step on. There you go. There's the switch underneath that I was trying to find before. Past the trap. Keep going to the right side of these rocks, and here is another beastman. Okay, so here you can see there's a couple of dogs, there's a bunch of villagers. You know, this area in general is just a bit of a sucky area. Wow, really? Fine, have one of these. Really? Okay, normally the dogs actually realise that they can get to you from this way. But that's fine. So take out both the dogs as your first priority, and that's just going to make this a lot easier. So you're now going to come down here, grab Cold Blood 6. And I'm just trying to lure so it's not so much of a mob fight, as one of these is an oil thrower as well. Just the swiftness of... So yeah, he's the thrower. So don't do anything with the items as of yet. We will grab those once we've taken out the remnants. So we're going to drop down here. Don't know how that one down there didn't notice. Oh, come off it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Behave, behave.
Wait, this time's finished.
There we go. Right, now we can grab all the items, including 10 bullets, twin shards, and some blood vials, along with whatever the enemies drop as well. Blood vials, twin shard bullets, onwards we go. Crossroads. We're going to go to the right. And you're going to reach this scurrying beast. Try to stop it from going forward, as that's why there's a bunch of crows. But it drops 3 twin shards. Pop the crows, because why not? Back to the crossroads. Cross over into these yellow flowers. And up here to the right is a beastman. Get some useless beast pellets that we don't use, because we're not using a blood build. Down the slope, over here for a cold blood 6. Onward. You're going to ignore this gate, so this leads into a little village. We're going to deal with a tiny part of it. The items in here are not worth it, but note there's another floor trap there. So we're just going to ignore all of this, and we're just going to carry on up here. Come round to grab these bullets. And we've got some cage doggos, so we're just going to take them out. Onward, ignore, grab bullets. Oh, I missed something. Come back. So we got the bullets from here. Come here and speak to this window. This is going to give us a tonsil stone, which we're going to use later on.
Yeah.
There you go. So we spoke to the I mean, window's a loose term. We spoke to the shack, and we got a tonsil stone, which we're going to be using later on in the guide. Cage doggos. Round the house is a crow. Up the ladder are going to be some more crows. And we're going to get an armor set, which I'm never going to use. We get the white church set. make sure you have antidotes equipped for this next area. In fact, let's just have those on at the ready. We're going to go past the cages down to this cavernous section. So, points of note back here, these are antidotes, so don't grab those yet, as you will be using antidotes. So we're going to use that to replenish our stock. This area sucks. I was actually really tempted to not do this bit, but then I was like, oh, but it is a section of the game that I can show you. Realistically, the main thing that you're going to get here is you to get some good gemstones, actually. So yeah, okay. Right, so this is a poison swamp. It wouldn't be a Souls game if there wasn't a poison swamp. Thankfully, it's one of 2 poison swamps. And this one I think is the worst, because by the time we get to the one that we're going to spend more time in... Okay, 1 hit, back away. Oh no. If you get the stagger, get in a 2nd hit, but these guys, if it didn't already look it, they hurt. But hey, I'll take a glitch. Hell yeah. Okay, now we've defeated that one. You're now going to equip the Black Church set. As you can see, it has a much higher slow poison resistance. The White Church is better, however, you get a little bit of extra defense with Black Church. So, Black Church set. The gloves are the same for both black and white. Black Church set for maximum poison resist. Come around to the right. Grab Frenzied Cold Blood 7. So the reason why this section sucks so much... The giants are annoying, but they're manageable. The poison is annoying, but it's manageable. Why this sucks is the snakes. So in the distance you can see some wriggling things there. Those are snakes. There's 3 of them in this section, and then there's like another 6 further up. And they suck. They deal damage, they hurt. I mean, I don't even know if they're snakes, but they're difficult to hit. So I'm slow poisoned. Now that they're aggroing, I'm gonna heal my poison. Now that they're not aggroing, I'm gonna get some... Oh no, that's bad, because that's why they suck. In a pack, they do so much. Also, most weapons cannot even hit them. There we go. Okay, 3 snakes down, round we go. And this giant we're going to have to fight in a bit more fair of a way. Let him do it. Oh no. On this mound, we can recover. We grabbed the Cold Blood 7. And then here, so many, there you go, so many darn snakes. Had it with these snakes in this swamp. get a hit in, and then move back. How much does the... Okay. So 1 hit plus gun works. Okay, that's good to know. Wait. Don't you be living on a speck of health. Okay, last one. Okay, there we go. Once you've taken out the snakes, just let your poison drop back down. We're going to rush to the center, we're going to grab that gemstone, and then we're going to rush to the right for a cave. And there is another giant around, so just be careful. So center, right. And we're going to go around the back. And in here, oh, we just made it back to this cave. We can now equip back our hunter hat, coat, and Yaha. And we're going to head up these ladders. I completely forgot this is actually the reason we came to this cave. Ignore everything I've said about, oh no, I don't know about this area or not, there's some good gems. No, we have to come here. The whole point is this is a massive shortcut, Drew, you buffoon. Not a shortcut, this is a secret area, I should say. As this is actually going to take us to outside the clinic where we started the game. And this is a very important place to go. So yeah, from here, grab this cold blood and open this gate. And yeah, this might look familiar, as that is where we come out from the beginning of the game and we go here. So very important, we need to actually do this. Completely forgot. Oh my gosh, so sorry. Right, equip oil urn and Molotov, as there is a mind flayer. They have a mind flayer. So down the steps, and as you get towards the open, there it is. Oil urn, Molotov. Oh. Nope, just another Molotov then. Don't be messing with mind flayers, they do so much damage, and if they hit you with the stupid stun spell, it's a problem. Right, just collect the madmans, collect the drop from the mind flayer. And where's my ladder? There's my ladder. Up the ladder to the roof, and there's some crows on the roof because that's where they like to stay. Bop all the crows. Okay, now this is important. When we get inside, we do not want to be seen by Yosefka. If we get seen by her, we're going to miss out on the umbilical cord part of her questline. There's kind of two parts, so we do not want to get seen. So this is very important. We're going to go in and left, and you're going to keep going all the way to the end. There is going to be a right turn. We do not go down there. We do not go down there. I know a lot of my viewers like to explore and go, hey, I'm just having a feel for the area. Do not do that here. You will lock yourself out of an umbilical cord and a requirement for something that's going to happen later on. So we're going to go in, left, all the way to the end. So in, left, and ignore that right. Don't even look down it. Don't even look down it. Just come in here, open this chest, and that's going to get us the Communion 3 rune. More blood vials. Now, ignore the turn, ignore the turn. Don't even look. Just keep going. Just keep going. There we go. Open these doors. We're going to ignore the specimen in this room. That's the specimen there. Ignore. Just come here. Grab the Canehurst summons. This is very important. You definitely need to pick this up. This specimen is what Yosefka turns people into if you send them to the clinic. So that's why we don't want to do that. Open the doors, and this is going to take us back to the first lamp of the game. So the Communion 3 rune that we got, that's going to give us more maximum blood vials. Just going to max out my Molotov and antidotes. Repair. And now just check your gems. So make sure... Ooh! It's a pretty good gem. I mean, it'd be rude not to. So... Some of the ones that you have will be different to mine. They could be better, they might be a bit worse, but they're not going to be too detrimental at this point. Thankfully, the build does the work for us. But just prioritize your physical damage is what you want to be doing. So whatever ups your maximum damage, physical damage is what you want. Physical blunt thrust. So that's the best that I can make mine. And then on your axe, just put your next best gems on there. So nothing's better than that. No. So yeah, that'll do. And now replace Communion, max vials health +1, with Communion, max health vials +3. Yay. Now we're going to spend all the cold blood in our possession. There we go.
Welcome. What is it?
And you are going to be just shy of 4 levels.
Very well. Let me.
So first 3 levels go into skill. We get skill up to 25. Oh, actually, I have enough for 4th level. Which is actually handy. So anyway, what I'm going to explain though, skill to 25, 3 levels into skill get it to 25. And you should,
good hunter. May you
most likely, be just shy of another level up. So what you're then going to do is you're going to do the HYPOGEAN jail, and you're just going to farm those 2 grabbers at the beginning of the jail to get to the next level. And what you're going to do is you're going to put that
Welcome home.
into
What is it?
endurance. So the
Very
reason is,
well.
so
Let
skill, 25 is the soft cap. After this, your gains per level start to decline. So skill to 25, next endurance to get it to 17.
Farewell, good. May you.
And there we go. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop me a like if you haven't done so already. And if you're not subscribed, hey, please do subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you to all my supporters. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for all the support. You are all so amazing. I can't wait to see you in the next video. And until I do, bye for now.